Hello, YouTube, Americans, friends, family. I've been putting off making this video because this video is hard for me to make. I'm very much a patriot of the United States. I love my country, I love my flag, and I love my people. But here, it's 11 o'clock, and I feel like I got an hour left to have that film. Because after midnight, we no longer have a constitution. It's gone. Your First Amendment's going to be gone. Your Fourth Amendment's gone. Your Fourth Amendment was gone with the Patriot Act. The NDAA bill that was written by McCain, I believe his name was Lehman. He's a senator from Michigan. Very disappointing there. And what they wrote was the National Defense Authorization Act, the NDAA. And what it is, it's a bill that, it's a defense bill that the government puts out that, of how much money they need to run the Defense Department and what they need it for and where and all this areas and all this. This bill is going to cost American people, the taxpayer, it's going to cost them $662 billion, not million, billion dollars plus. Because they may need more, but that's at least what the budget's going to run. Well, in this bill, it gives everything about the military, buying new equipment, all this. Well, in this bill, what it does is that is really one of the worst things, two of the worst things that I've read in a long time. In the bill, it gives our government the power to determine whether me and you are a domestic terrorist. And if they feel that we are a domestic terrorist, then they can come take us in the middle of the night, take us to a prison in some foreign land, and detain us for as long as they want without a trial, without anything. So there goes your right to a trial. You ain't gonna have freedom of speech, because if you say anything that is anti-government at all, that's gone. Protesting, that'll be gone. This bill wipes out most of the constitutional rights that you do have. It takes them away. And you say that they won't do that, they already have done that. Alaki, who I grant you might have been a terrorist, but he was also a U.S. citizen. He was born and raised in the United States. He was educated in the United States. He was a U.S. citizen. Did he get a trial? No. When we asked for evidence of his guilt, they said they couldn't show that because that would be because of national defense. They don't, that might give something up about other terrorists. Okay? But it takes away all of our rights, people. It takes them away. And this begins at midnight tonight. At midnight tonight, you're giving people power And remember, these are the same people that are pulling out terrorists like the TSA. Let me ask you something. They got a terrorist watch list. How many little kids have you seen on that list? How many mistaken names have been on this list? Is that what's going to happen here too? They're going to have a name of a terrorist, but yet you're going to have the same name, so you're going to be the one that's going to be captured and killed, tortured, not given a trial, not given a chance to defend yourself in any court. That's what you're giving up. That's what we lose tonight. In 45 minutes, we lose this right. This is a hard thing for me. It really is. It's one of the hardest things. I cannot believe this has happened. I cannot believe that the people haven't stood up. You say, well, I don't have nothing to worry about. I don't do anything wrong. Well, you might not. You might not. But it don't mean your name's not on that list. Doesn't mean that your kid won't do something. Look at the little girl that draw the picture of a gun. I grant you, it's up in Canada. It's up in the UK. I grant you. She draw the picture of a gun. And they raided the man's house, arrested him when he came to pick him up at school, took his kids. And all they found was a Nerf gun. Come on. UK's already done it. UK, you can't have no guns up there. You're not allowed to own guns up there. You can't defend yourself up there. Somebody walks in with a knife, well, you better hope you got a chest of steel and be able to defend yourself. Because if not, you're going to die. The NDAA not only has the rights that they've taken away, but let me tell you, if I was a soldier, if I was a veteran, if I served in any of the armed forces, I would be pissed at this bill. In this bill, and I don't know why, and you can thank all your governors, all your senators, and the president for passing this bill. For you and your family, your kids and your grandkids. Remember that. For you not standing up, they're going to have to live in slavery. They're going to have to live under a dictatorship. They're going to have to live and grow up without freedom. They ain't going to know the freedom you got. Oh, you think. That's because you live in this fantasy world. You watch your Monday Night Football, you watch your NASCAR on Sunday, and life goes on. I got my job, I go to my job, I come home. That's all that you do. You're dumbified. It's illusion. It's a world that they try to feed out to you with the media. While behind your back, they're gating you in. They're going to gate you in. I'm going to put up some links down below. Want to be to the NDAA bill. Look it up. Read it for yourself. And I'm not done talking about that because there's one more issue. The second one is going to be to the Georgia Guidestones. Okay? These are stones that the New World Order, the ones that really run this country, the ones that run our government, that pays off the politicians, that has their hand up behind the president, using them like a puppet. This is going to be their 10 commandments for you, your grandkids. Enjoy them. Read them. Look this shit up. You think I'm lying? Look the shit up. Read. Educate yourself. The second part that I'm going to get to about the NDAA bill that I was talking to you soldiers about, you veterans about, why would I be pissed? Because in this bill, it puts a headline over the top of you guys. It legalizes the military to sodomize. It legalizes them to sodomize. It legalizes them to have animal sex. Why? People, ask yourself why. Oh, you're crazy. That's not in the bill. Look it up. Read it. Educate yourself to what your government is doing. Stop sitting back and watching your NASCAR and watching your football. Educate yourself. Look these links up. Read it for yourself, people. You veterans, write me down here. Let me know why this is written in this bill. Why do they feel that you guys need to fuck something up the ass and to have animal sex? Why? Because if it was me and they were putting that as okay for me to do, I would have issues with this. I would have big issues with this. I would have big issues with your senators and your governors that read this bill and passed this. Call them and ask them, why do you feel the soldiers need to have sex and be able to legally sodomize? I don't understand, people. The information is out there for you to read. The information is there for you to educate yourself. And you sit back and I hear from you guys, oh, I'm just one person. I can't change anything. And I heard this come out of a black dude's mouth. And out of anybody in this world, I should never hear this out of a black person's mouth. Me, I'm more educated on the black culture than what he was. I said, dude, what about Martin Luther King? He changed a lot. Another one, Rosa Parks, changed a ton of stuff. And this is what I'm talking about. People are not educated. They are not educated. Just having a high school diploma or a college degree doesn't make you smart. There's going to be an economic collapse. Wyoming wanted to pass a bill for doomsday. Now, why do you think they want to do this, people, if they don't think something's going to happen? Prepare yourself. Get yourself some food. Get yourself some seed. Get yourself some food in the ground. Something you know that don't have GMOs in it. Educate yourself, people. We need you. One person can change a lot. They can change one other person's mind. Now, that one person changed that person's mind, that person changes another person. And it goes on down the line, people. But you need to read this stuff. I will put the links below. Please, take the time to look these links up, to read this information. Educate yourself on your government. You know, voter fraud is so out there. Voting ain't going to change anything, people. It's another part of the illusion. They want you to think your vote counts. It doesn't. They're rigging it. It's stand up. We need some people to stand up. You start fighting this. Why ain't people protesting this NDAA bill? It violates you, your children, and your grandchildren. What? Tomorrow, look at your kids and tell them how much you don't appreciate them. Look at them tomorrow and tell them how much you don't care. Because not standing up for this, that's basically what you're doing. You're making them slaves. That's what you're doing. You're putting them into a dictatorship. Cass County, peace and love, everybody. And prep, prep, prep.